Hi, I'm Patu from freefincal. Couple of days ago, I talked about how you must bear the pain of loss in equity and keep investing through that period if you want to become rich and if you want to change your lifestyle. There's a lot of wonderful comments to that video. Thank you very much. I've been sick for the last couple of days, and also we had a fee only India a gathering of SEBI registered fee only investment advisors at Chennai in the last couple of days. So I was kind of occupied with both those matters. So I was not able to respond to comments, but thank you all for the wonderful comments. One such comment is from Kandak Pandya. He says, I have one question. You said that your expenses is low and that's why you became rich. So, what is the meaning of life if you are not enjoying anything like lavish lifestyle? Please educate me on this question because this is a very genuine question in my mind. Thank you very much. Yes, it's a very genuine question. Not only in yours, many people have this question because I think yesterday there was a similar question in Facebook group Asana is a Wealth on impulsive buying or buying too many gadgets or too soon, buying too frequently, and how to balance this with investing and so on. Yeah, I mean, if I cannot enjoy today, then what's the point of getting rich tomorrow and so on. So that's that. So the central idea is: should I deprive myself in order to become rich tomorrow? So the answer to that question is that depends on what your needs are. But before that, I want to point out that I certainly cannot tell. I'm not competent to talk about the meaning of life. I don't know the meaning of life. I am still searching for mine. And one thing I can say for sure is that uh, at close to 45 or just short of 45, uh, I have more questions about life than answers. So I'm not anybody to clear somebody else's confusion. But there are certain things which age teaches you, and there were a couple of comments, a couple of responses to that particular comment. You can see that video. Such things become clearer. So let's talk about, should you deprive yourself in order to become rich? The answer, like I said, depends. See, for example, if let's say you are 25 years old and or maybe 30 years old and you always wanted a DSLR camera. You always said, I want to pursue photography. I'm so interested in it. I don't know whether I will be good in it or not. I don't know, but I want to try, and I want to do it with my own DSLR camera. And that's a fair enough dream. And if you have such a kind of a dream, then by all means stop investing temporarily, build up enough money for a DSLR, and buy it. Or you can even buy one on EMI, finish off the EMI quickly, then you can start investing. There's nothing wrong with that. Do not deprive yourself of such things. It is fine, no problem at all, provided you promise yourself that you will not upgrade the DSLR. That is, buy a new DSLR next year and then you buy another one after a couple of years and so on. That is the problem. You upgrade your skills, don't upgrade the equipment. If you have that kind of an issue, or take the case with mobile phones, which is a lot more frequent. If you are going to buy a new mobile for 50k, which is like equal to your monthly salary or more than your monthly salary every year, every 2 years, for several reasons. Maybe because you think X feature is not there, Y feature is not there. You like the camera coming out like this. You like the camera, whatever happening, pop up on the side, whatever it is. Then that's clearly there's something wrong there, isn't it? I mean, there's something wrong in your definition of happiness. That's what I would say. I mean, that's what an older person would say. But I can give you a mathematical answer to this, which is probably what a young person would immediately understand. A person who is 40, 45 would immediately agree with me, because that you've gone through that curve, you will agree with me. But I don't want to get brownie points from such people. I want to convince young people how to define my spending limits. That's what I'm going to talk about. So let's say you make a list of things that you cannot live without today. Obviously, there'll be food, clothing, travel expenses, everything. That's common sense. But anyway, still list them. List all the expenses for those essential things. Mobile is essential. A laptop is essential. Cable TV is essential. No problem. The 3G or 4G or whatever 4G roaming charges is essential. Those are all essential. Petrol is essential. Two-wheeler is essential. Maybe if you think a car is essential, add it. No issues. Everything. Put everything. What in your opinion? See, for what I'm trying to say is, let us say you're traveling in a car today. 10 years down the line, suppose you don't have enough money for some reason, will you stop driving a car? So that's my point. So you must say, whatever happens in my life, this much basic lifestyle I should always have. That's what I'm trying to say. That's so that basic minimum, draw that line. That much total expenses you add. This will be different for different people. Some people will say I'm okay with going on bus. Some people will say I'm okay with metro. Some people will say I'm okay. I don't travel much. I will go on an auto or a Ola or whatever it is. I will just go whenever I will. So it's a very personalized thing, and you personalize that, and that is your mandatory expense. Avinash Luthria must have talked about this in his retirement, post-retirement money management video. But of course, the context he talked about is different. I'm talking about is different, but the idea is the same. So sorry, my throat. So you make that money. You have that list made. Now you take a retirement calculator. I have several. There are many things available online. Take a good one, which takes into account inflation all through your life. For that monthly expenses, inflate that monthly expenses by anywhere between 6% to 8%. That is, every year that monthly expenses will increase anywhere between 6 to 8%. I would recommend you to use 8%, but if if you want to see happy numbers, use 6%. Choose 6%. It's okay. Choose a life expectancy of at least 85 to 90. That is, you live up to 85 to 90. I should say you would survive up to 85 to 90. Whether you live or not is a different matter. Nobody knows whether you will live, but you would be kept alive up to 85 or 90 by some methods. That's the. You use that retirement calculator and find out for that given basic lifestyle expenses that you have calculated today, how much is the investment necessary for 6% inflation, for a portfolio, overall portfolio return, current portfolio return of about 8 to 9% after tax, and after post retirement the overall taxation is about 6 to 7% post tax. For that kind of rough numbers you calculate, I pretty much guarantee you the investment required. I have done this myself several times, and you can check videos. The investment required per month for such a situation would be, this is very important, would be 75 to 100% of the basic lifestyle maintenance expense that you just calculated. It will be roughly of that order. So if you say I need 40,000 today to manage my lifestyle, to eat out every 3 times a week, whatever you say, go to movies twice a week, however way you define your sense of happiness, whatever it is, who am I to question your sense of happiness? Define that. So it will be, if it is 40,000, then anywhere between 75 to 100% of that 40,000 or whatever amount will be the investment required for retirement alone. And please recognize, many of you who are asking questions like Pandya did to me would probably be unmarried, probably not have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. When you have those add-ons coming into your life, your situation will change. Hopefully you may have some clarity on such matters. But it can happen that two people who like spending a lot can get married together, then that will be disaster. um, Usually opposites attract in some sense, and then it will be there's some kind of balancing will be there in life. Married people will know what I mean. So you find out this number, ask yourself, can I, after, let us say, spending 40,000 on or everything I need that makes me happy and so on, can I spend or can I allocate another something close to 40,000 or 35,000 for my future needs? That is, I am going to need this much money, this much investment to maintain this lifestyle all through my life. Please don't say you will stop doing this, you will stop doing that. You don't know. There will always be something happening. You may get married to somebody who is worse than you in spending, or who may control you into saying buy this, buy that, or else, that kind of thing, or else what you guess. um, uh, that will be another kind of um, deprivation. So that happens. So can you invest um, this much today, or you reduce some expenses and say, if not 40,000, make it 30,000. Can you invest another 30,000 for that? If the answer is no, you cannot invest, then you have a spending problem. Then your definition of joy needs to be slightly tinkered with. Then your definition of enjoying life has to be slightly tinkered with. I am not saying don't ever eat out, don't ever go to cinemas, don't ever take holidays. There's no need for you to take a holiday every 3 months. There's no need to take a holiday every 6 months. Do it once a year. There's no need for you to buy a mobile every year. Buy it every 2 years. Buy it every 3 years. There's no need for you to change your car every 3-4 years. That kind of thing. You have to adjust it in such a way that you're able to invest that much amount. That is the reason why I keep saying, find out, do the math and find out what is the amount needed to invest. What is the amount needed to maintain your current lifestyle in future. Don't say I will change in future. You may change, but life will also impose certain things on you and cause problems for you. So you don't know. It's always better to prepare yourself. And the only thing the data you have is what you are doing today. You base yourself on that. If you cannot invest, you have to tinker with and reduce your expenses. If reducing your expenses means you are not living life to the fullest, well, that is what is necessary if you want to maintain your lifestyle. I'm not talking about getting rich, I'm talking about maintaining lifestyle. First, you guarantee yourself that you can maintain your lifestyle, at least a reasonable lifestyle, all through your life. If you are not doing that much even, then something is wrong and you need to change that and cut down your expenses. People who get rich, let's come to that now. Now, getting rich is quite simple. Your the If this is income, your expenses should be that much. This gap should be invested right. That is how you get rich. That is all. There is no this is simple A plus B minus C kind of rule, right? But the question is, how much? If for most people, income is this, expenses is this. The gap is so small, they have little to invest. So if you think that you will not reduce your lifestyle, try to increase your income. For most people, it is not possible. That is the reason why I said moderate your expenses, at least the discretionary expenses. Try to keep it less frequent so you can invest more regularly. And once you are able to define the basic, the investment needed to maintain my basic lifestyle, if that much is invested every month immediately, you can enjoy the rest of the month with whatever is left. Of course, initially it will be a bit of a problem because the amount left would be small, but with time, with some intelligent management of that small something left, uh, by intelligent accumulation of that small amount, you can still enjoy life. There's no need to deprive yourself of anything. uh, getting rich does not mean becoming a crorepati and having a lavish lifestyle. What you see in the media, that's complete nonsense. There's Nobody's going to give you a prize for getting rich. All you need to do is have enough money when you need it. Can you do that much? First guarantee yourself that. The rest, everything depends on luck, what happens with you in life, the choices you make, everything and so on. So first, find out the expenses needed for maintaining your lifestyle. Try to invest an amount close to 75 to 100% of that money. Put it in a portfolio with 60 to 60% equity, 40% fixed income. I'm talking about a young earner here. Do that. Then whatever left you enjoy, accumulate it and enjoy once in a while. That is the only way we can maintain our lifestyle for most people. I'm not talking about getting rich. Getting rich is a different matter. You have to try and increase your income, try to increase your skill sets, or decrease your at least your discretionary expenses. There's no way out. I mean, it's like a water filled balloon. If you press here, something will bulge there. If you try to press that, something will bulge here. So it is like that. It's a give and take. You have to, if you take something, you have to give something, and that is life. So understanding this is very important. There are many young people who have understood this basic idea. And in Indian culture, historically in Indian culture, we have imparted this basic understanding of life from one generation to the other. I'll talk about this in another video. But suddenly, because of all this consumerism, exposure to so much products, everything, etc., marketing, intelligent marketing, psychological marketing, that 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 the meaning of contentment has been somewhere destroyed. The chain of handing down that meaning of contentment has been destroyed, in my opinion. And that's why many people have this problem of what to do. Am I spending too much? How what percentage I should invest, and so on. So I think you should introspect with your needs. Do the math. Don't assume I'm giving you some wisdom because I'm older and so on. Don't take it like that. Do the math and check for yourself. Then you will automatically find the answers. All the answers are within you. So thank you for listening to my rants. I'll catch you again later. Bye.